The art of Superstorm Sandy. You heard it right. The giant hurricane that devastated part of the East Coast last October sparked a response from the art community. The result is an important show here in New York, and Manuel Bojorquez has our exclusive report. It's nice to see you here in studio, Manuel. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here. You know, some of the areas hardest hit by Sandy included waterfront warehouses. That also happens to be where many artists have their studios and their galleries. This new exhibition is part of a broader look at how artists respond creatively to natural disasters.
To start telling you what did we lose, it's like a lifetime.
Artist Melissa Rubin's home on the Rockaway Peninsula in Queens, New York, was flooded after Hurricane Sandy. She lost family mementos, much of her artwork, and power for more than 4 weeks.
How am I going to rebuild my inner structure? How am I going to do this?
Her neighbors had it worse. Their homes were completely tattered, left ripped apart on the beach.
The idea of doing art was sort of like really the furthest thing from my mind initially, just because it was just like, let's get our lives back together.
With funding from New York Foundation for the Arts, Melissa and 22 other artists are displaying their paintings, sculptures, and pictures created in the months since Hurricane Sandy. The New York City exhibition features artists who had their homes, studios, or artwork damaged by the storm.
Out of the destruction came beauty and resilience. Artists know how to make something out of nothing, and they inspire us to do the same. And that's what this exhibition is about.
Scott Van Kampen lives on Staten Island, just a few blocks from where this massive tanker washed ashore. He used rusted sheet metal from his flooded office to construct the frame.
It's sort of a metaphor for Sandy itself.
Pieces of the beachfront were being eroded into the ocean every day.
Margaret Wyatrowski fashioned small calligraphy brushes covered in lamp black ink to illustrate themes of impermanence, highlighted by the contrast between light and dark.
Every time there is devastation or destruction, it's the artists that come forward first, creating things for us to think about, reflect upon, and stand tall on.
The foundation's executive director, Michael Roy, says that strength to stand tall comes from a connection to the community.
It's about the we. It's about living with each other. It's about helping each other. It's about collaborating with one another. And that's what artists always do. They bring the community together through their works. They inspire.
You just rebuild, you move forward, you got to keep going.
Other disasters that have spawned this kind of artwork include Hurricane Katrina and wildfires in California. The New York exhibition runs through February 24th, and people can also donate to artists who are still recovering from Sandy.
Manuel Bojorquez, thanks so much. Beautiful and inspiring story.